Hello. Hello. Hi, Chris. So I'm going to show you guys real quick where we're at on this canvas bag. So it's a canvas bag that I pick these up frequently from Michael's. And I've done them in so many different ways. And this one has been decoupaged in a collage kind of fashion. And we're not finished with it by any means. And then I was just sitting here painting on the handles. I can see a couple of places that need touch up. And I buy these bags at Michael's, like I said, and it's called Make Market Canvas Totes. And this is 3 bags, and I think they run about $5 a piece, something like that. And I always buy them when I have discount coupons. I always have a stash of them because they are great to have on hand. I've done them for Christmas, I've done them for Easter, I've done them for just for the fun of it. Like this one's just for the fun of it. She's so pretty, and we're not even close to being done. So there's a couple of things that I want to get done today. I painted one handle here, and I want to use the gold paint. It's Liquitex gold. I use these usually when I'm using my jelly plate, but when I pulled out this stencil yesterday, I could see gold flecks on here, the metallic, and I thought, ooh, I like that, and it goes really well with this stencil. And so I thought, well, I'll test it out. I think I want to do it on the back for sure. And let me just put the camera down for you guys. Hi, Pam. So I'm kind of flying by my seat of my pants here since, oh, now it just came up. Hang on. Okay, at least I can see you guys and your comments on the laptop, so that's good. Okay, so I also pulled out this color, sienna, raw sienna, because I see a little bit of this color here. It's kind of like muted and watered down, and I thought I wanted to put a little bit of that, just little accent over there. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put, now I don't know how this is going to look, honestly. I just come up with these things in my head. And let's see, I love these makeup brushes when you're doing stenciling with a mylar stencil like this. So I'm going to put a little bit of the gold on here. I haven't put a whole bunch on there. And then I'm just going to dip this in. And I want to get this centered on here. And then I'm just going to pounce. And it doesn't have to be perfect on here. But I want to do this on the back of the bag too, and there's a few places on the front of the bag that I want a few harlequins here and there. So I thought I would just start the process on this handle. So the handle was just the plain canvas, and Then I painted one coat of the silk anchor on it. And if it's not perfect on here, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna get that a dry so I can move along on it and not smear it. I love how that looks already. I'm gonna scooch it down a little bit. And I only have this one painted. The other one I haven't painted yet. I was sitting here waiting for the time to go by. And it gets a little tricky since it's going around in a curve. And I could make this a smaller stencil, but I already had one made, so it was like, and this stencil is on my website. And I did post all the connections, all the links. I have to say this girl on the tissue has been super popular. When I did her on that sign a month or so ago, I nearly sold out of her. Doing this on the handles, I was thinking I would use that same stencil on the back, but I think I might actually use a bigger, I'm going to still do Harlequin, but I think I might use a bigger Harlequin. This is perfect size for doing spots on here. And I'm only going to do one coat of this on here because I do like that there is a hint of black showing through. Let's see. Let me put the camera up so you can see. I'm having technical trouble, Margie. So here's the whole thing. This is a different pose than the one that's on there. And on the tissue that's with the post, there's 4 different poses with her and ephemera. Hi, Loretta. Welcome back. And, but I love her so much that on a new tissue that even my retailers, and Margie's one of my retailers, nobody's seen her yet, but I actually put her 1/2 of a sheet of decoupage is just her, and then the newspaper that's on the bag here is the other half, so you get both components. Use the Dixie Belle Black paint, so I only had to put on 1 coat. There you go. Margie, that's funny, because I had followed you for a long time, but it was really fun actually getting to meet you and know you in that class. For sure. Okay, so there's only going to be room for 2 or 3 more on there, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done really quick. I lost my paint. Oh, here it is. I love these Liquitex paints. I use them for my jelly plate, but they are really nice paints. Okay, can we get 3 in there? No, we can really only get 2. So I'm gonna just space them a little bit further so it doesn't, there isn't like an obvious gap. There. Not as perfect as I wanted it, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so Margie, yesterday I used, for decoupage, I used the Dixie Belle Satin Top Coat, which is what I always use. And I am also, when I'm completely finished with it, and it has 2 coats on it right now. That's what I decoupaged with, and then I put 2 coats on top of it. And that is wipeable. But I am also, when I'm all finished with everything on here, I am going to use some clear wax and some brown wax on here. So one of the things I want to, and I had to turn it around because I can't do this kind of stuff upside down. I see people do that all the time, and I'm just not, I'm not that talented. So I'm going to use some of this burnt sienna, which I think is really close to this color right here. And this color is actually in the paper, but I'd like to have just a little bit of it over here. Maybe a little bit here and there, like, and I'm going to use the same burnt sienna because the color matches perfect. And I'm going to water it down. I don't think mixing on here is probably the smartest idea, but I just need just the tiniest bit because I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. And I'm going to get another one of those sponge makeup brushes. I want this watery. I want it to just look like this is really aged and maybe a little stained. And I'm just gonna pat some on there like we did, and I want some like right in here. Oh, and that really does match perfect. Wow, love that. I'm just gonna put a little bit here and there. Maybe a little on the edge here. Ooh, that looks good, especially having it come down here. It's all in the details, you guys. And to me, this is the fun stuff. I'll turn her around for you here in just a minute. See, I didn't know how much I was going to use, but I like the effect so much that I'm just like putting some here and there. Some places it just kind of like pulls it all together. Okay. Ooh, I love that. Now, everybody saw yesterday, but if you didn't see yesterday's video, I have a file folder inside the bag, and I have a plastic trash bag around it so that nothing that I do on this bag is going to bleed through or seep through to the other side. Love, love, love. Okay, so I'm going to flip it back around because I also want to put a Harlequin here and there. And I think I'm going to start with a little one, and I don't want, that's what I'm going to do. I don't want Harlequin all over the whole thing. I just want bits and pieces of it. And if you guys haven't ever done a collage, I really encourage you to just give it a try. And if you don't want to try it on a bag like this, just pick yourself up a canvas at the craft store, or take, you know, I pick up frames, picture frames all the time from the thrift stores. Just take a canvas out of a frame that you picked up. And I didn't go really dark on there so that you can still see the print coming through. We just want a little bit there. I think I'll do a little bit up here. And I can still see the newsprint coming through on this, which is awesome. You don't want your eye to go to it. Okay, so I think that's all the painting and embellishment paint-wise that I want on here. Now, I'm not going to bore you guys with painting the back side of it because I'm going to paint that solid black like I did on the handles here. But I do want to start doing some embellishment on her like we've got on here. Like I added that necklace, that copper necklace on, and see her earrings, and there's little crystals in those earrings. And there's crystals up there in her hat, and there's gears. So let me pull out some of that stuff. We're getting further along on this than I thought we were going to get. Let me see what your questions are. Oh, I ordered some new stuff. Here's some really cool stuff. I got this stuff off of Amazon. I'd like to find a little piece that works on her necklace there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, love that. That one's pretty cool too. That's more size appropriate. So let me turn this around. So I like that necklace piece there. Did I pull her the right way? Yeah. Okay, so now you can see her necklace. I think I need some pieces for up here. I think I got these off of Amazon too. That's a cool piece. And sometimes you can stack them on top of each other and you get a really cool effect. Let me grab some. So these are just pieces that I have. They were metal, and I have a secret recipe that I patinaed them with. And they look really pretty when you start stacking gears up. I need some small ones right there. Ooh, that one's super pretty. Too big though. So what happens if we take both of these little hearts? I kind of like that. And then I have some pretty, these are the patinaed ones, but I've got rhinestones too that I could put in there. I'm just messing around, you guys. That doesn't want to sit there very well. Isn't this one a cute one? Roger Rabbit and the pocket watch. I love him. Okay, so this is what I used for chain on her other earrings. And on the other one, her earrings dangled a lot longer than this one, but we could still do this. Just not make them so, just a couple of lengths for sure. So like 2 links and then put a rhinestone down there. I gotta find my thing of rhinestones. So just to give you an idea, we could put a rhinestone there and then cut another earring and do a rhinestone there to give her a little bit of sparkle. We could do one up here on the top of that gear like that. Wonder if we put a little chain, just a tiny bit of chain on that. I like that. Just a little tiny bit of chain on there. So what do you guys think? Margie, no, I didn't buy old clocks. In one of my other lifetimes, I did make a lot of jewelry. And I would go to a show in Milwaukee called the Bead and Button Show. And so, and a lot of the jewelry I made was lamp work, which I will show you guys one of these days. I have a piece. So lamp work beads are things like this. This is all made with glass on a torch. And so I have a torch and I have 3 kilns. Here's one of them that I made. And so I used to just do a lot of Did I just lose you guys? Looks like I lost you there for a second. So back in the day, in another lifetime when I used to do making jewelry and stuff, I have all the pieces and all the components to put all the things together. But these pieces with the gears, I just ordered them off of Amazon. In fact, if I can remember, I'll post the link for you guys on this in the comments on here so that you can find the link. This chain I got at the Bead and Button Show in Milwaukee, but Etsy is a really good resource for this kind of stuff. So between Amazon and Etsy, like you might be able to find this chain on Etsy, but it just really adds, I mean, look how it just changes everything. And on the, let me go get my steampunk fish in case you guys didn't see that. Hang on. In my to-go box for the studio. So I did him like a month or so ago. And you know, it's the same thing. These are, I don't know what you call them. They're copper rings. I don't know if they're called O-rings or what they're called, but they're just copper rings. And then I have a formula that I just patina them up with. And then I just glued them on. And then this is a would you bend, and I have a few of these left. And I used all the I used the Dixie Belle chameleon waxes on this fish, which I just thought were so awesome. And then this is the same newspaper on here that's on this bag. And on the inside, I put the newspaper in. And I waxed the whole box. I didn't top coat it, I waxed it, and I really, really, really love just using the wax as a finish on it. I'm going to do that on more furniture pieces because it's just like velvet. It's such a pretty finish on here. So I just have the stash, and steampunk is really popular. All my decoupage tissues that are steampunked themed sell out like crazy. It's a good thing that my order's finally coming in because I've been out of a lot of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to cut off just a little piece for her earrings. I think I just need to take it down 2 notches. These are my sheet metal cutting shears. These are made in Germany. Okay, that works. And I talked to you guys about this a while back, and I did order some copper sheeting, and I am going to show you guys how to do the copper etching. Okay, so then we're going to dangle. I'm going to glue it and dangle it right there. I'm going to glue this little piece. Oh, I was going to put some chain around her necklace there. And so, Margie, to answer your question from about 15 minutes ago, yeah, I've got a bigger one coming. And if you feel like you could use like a full page one, let me know, because I can always do a full page with the next order that I place. I have some designs that you haven't even seen. They're not even up on the retailer page yet. There, doesn't that look pretty, you guys? And then I like these up here. And we'll probably scatter some here and there, but I'm going to get them out of the way for right now. But these are just nice little supplies to have on hand. I'm going to pull more of these out and put on there here and there. So for right now, I'm going to get them out of the way. I love her dangly earrings. Wouldn't you love to have a bag like this? And if you did this as a gift for somebody, these are those things that I have patinaed up with a copper look to them. These I've drawn on because I'm going to etch them in acid, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that. That's a really cool technique. Here's a piece that I have riveted together and patinaed part of it and drew out a design. Okay, so I can't glue upside down, so I'm gonna have to turn it back around. Oh, she's so pretty, you guys. Maybe this light's too bright on her. Make her a little more moody. Okay, so that goes there. Glue. And a toothpick would be helpful. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little glue on my toothpick. And this has, it's going to get kind of covered up, but it has a cute little heart in the center of it. And both sides are the same, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just using the wood glue that I use for everything. And there's a gear up here on her head, on her hat. And that's where I'm placing that. And then there's another one right here. It's a little bit lower. And on the decoupage tissue that I have in the picture of the description and on the website, there's 4 of these gals in different poses. And one of them is the one I showed you on that board. And then all of this ephemera that's on here is also on that one sheet. So you get a lot of bang for your buck with one sheet. And I just watched another one of my retailers and I reposted it on my page. She did the Steampunk Fox on a denim jean jacket. I don't know if you guys watched that video. Turned out super, super cute. And I think one of these gals on the back of a denim jacket would be really cool too. And because I really like having this pop of turquoise color, it doesn't want to sit in there right there. I used to be a retailer for Wise Owl and I still have a lot of their paint, but this color is called, this is Wise Owl and it's called Joyful, and that is the perfect color. So I pulled it out, I may have a spot, after I get this all adorned, there may be a spot of it, that color just here and there to help accent these colors that I'm putting on there. I don't know. It's like, this is what I'm talking about. First of all, this is how I create. I get a general idea, but I let the piece talk to me as I go along. Furniture talks to me too. So, and you just gotta listen. It will tell you what you should be doing. I think I put that piece in the wrong place. I wonder why. Now I'm gonna have to pull out some more. I did glue that down in the wrong place, you guys. All right, well, what's this bag? It's a little copper one. I'm going to put that one there where it matches, and I will and looks like it either rolled, because I know I had another one. There's the earrings. I'm kind of losing my stuff over here, you guys. Feather would be, if I could find a small enough feather, a feather coming off of there would be really cool. I love that she already has dangly earrings, and then you can't see that on here, but this chain that I'm putting on here has little tiny gears. I don't know if that shows up very well, but it has little tiny gears, steampunk gears. And I bought this chain probably 8 or 9 years ago. Who knew I was going to need that, right? Little sparkle there. And then put our little crystal down here. I love that the size of this chain is just perfect for the necklace on here. So I'll try to remember to put the links. I know one of them came from Etsy, I think, and one of them came from Amazon. So I'll see if I can find those links and put on there for you guys. Oh, she's pretty, pretty. Okay, and I like to kind of like stack them. I like that one there. And things need to be in threes, never two. Let's see. So I'll put these pieces on and then we'll call it a day. I'll work on her tomorrow and then I'll post some pictures tomorrow. Sometimes it's just good to walk away. Oh, that wasn't even supposed to go there. I think it is time to walk away. I don't think I want the D. Oh, but I do have some cool I'll do that. Margie, I bet you know what these copper rings are, because you know things. I ordered them off of Amazon too. It was just a box of different sizes of these copper rings. And then I oxidized them. Okay, so I think we're gonna stop with the embellishments. There's just one more quick thing I want to show you before I let you guys go. So when you are wanting extra protection and you want to make your decoupage tissue a little more flexible, I guess, a little more soft, one thing that you can do to do that is using Dixie Belle's Best Dang Wax, and you can use it in clear all over, or you can use both where you put the clear on and then you go back over it with what other color you want to be using. And so there are a couple of little spots, like there's one here, there's one here. So let me do this up here. I just dipped in, just a tiny dip. There's not much on my brush. And see how I lay my brush just sideways here? And I love these French brushes for this. And it just kind of like, especially because I have a lot of texture on here, it just kind of picks it up. I can do some shading with this, which is what I really wanted to do, was just to add some more dimension. And if you get too much on, like if you get a little carried away and you get too much on, just use your clear wax to lift it back off. And of course you want to do this before we do all the other things that we've been doing on here. But this kind of like helps like I still was feeling like my edges were a little too rectangular. And this just kind of helps soften out those edges. I love how this looks. I am really, really happy with how she's coming out, you guys. She's so pretty. She deserved to be on a beautiful piece. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to turn her around so you can get a look at her. Look how pretty she is. All that shading, especially the brown wax that I just added on there, I mean, it just really brought it all together. I don't always love everything that I do, you guys, but I have to say, I really love her. She's such a pretty piece to begin with, and then you just put a little bit of jewelry on her. And this is a piece I'm going to do a few different ways. I have a suitcase that I'm going to do the bigger one. That's why I designed that bigger paper. Love her. I have so much stuff on the table I couldn't even find my mouse. Yeah, Micheline, that shading just like really is like the frosting on the cake. Hi, Melissa. I didn't know you were on here. Oh, Margie, I'm so glad you're painting with me. I love that. Mare, I'm sorry you had to go. Yes, we will definitely be sending prayers for him, for sure. Okay, you guys, let me bring the camera up. Oh, so thanks so much for hanging in there with me, you guys. I appreciate it so much. You guys make it fun. You really do. And I am going to do the Harlequin on the back side. I'll probably just do a quick video of it and just post that up there because it's going to be the same as what I did up here on the handle. Of course, I'm going to do the other handle, but I think she's beautiful. I love her jewelry. See the sparkle on her earrings and up on her hat and on her necklace. See the chain on her necklace? It's really cool because those are little gears too. And then we got gears over here. Let's see. I lost my angle. There? No, there. Okay. Those are pretty. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll post some pictures. I'm going to work on her tomorrow, and I'll post some pictures when I'm done working on her. You guys have a great evening. Bye.